Listen, please approach your early 20s with some caution. GPS my way back to myself, I thought I lost it.
2 weeks was the last time I made a video like this, and I think it was my martial arts video. This is not that. This is pretty much a warning, but not for anything crazy. I'm not like beefing with nobody. I'm not about to hear this track from me. It's about me and my channel. I'm still gonna like try to post as regularly as possible. Story times are still coming out. Actually, the second one is done and will probably be posted this weekend. The book of questions, I'm really just trying to come up with a new intro for. That's why I haven't been on it. Videos like my martial arts video will like be scattered throughout the channel as like it progresses. But this is a warning because I don't want to say my videos are going to take a darker turn when they come personal like this, when I'm just kind of sitting in my car and just talking. They're not going to take a darker turn, but they're going to take a more personal turn. What I've been doing for the past 3 years before I even like started YouTube, I've been like writing, working on storytelling. I write poetry. If you follow me on my Instagram, you would know that. And I kind of wanted to translate it into videos because I've been doing like a bunch of camera work lately, just kind of on my own, not really putting anything out aside from the podcast. I kind of just want to give my perspective on a lot of things that have happened in my life, especially throughout, really since the beginning of my senior year of high school, because I just came to the realization really like yesterday that ever since then, when I realized, or at least had an idea of how I wanted to live my life, I've been putting a ton of pressure on myself to do so. And it has been detrimental, to say the least. It hasn't been the easiest thing to deal with. I don't really talk about it with anybody at all. Don't necessarily want to either. So like, it's weird. Like, I don't like talking to people about like my own stuff because like you got your own stuff going on and I'm the last thing you need to be worried about. I don't want people to have to worry about me like at all. Like, please don't. A part of it makes me feel like kind of guilty. So I don't like, just I guess that's how I deal with it. I don't know if that's healthy or if that's right, or just, but like, I don't like, it makes me uncomfortable when people are just like sympathetic towards me a little bit, even though like I'm sympathetic and empathize with just about anyone else who has a problem, who decides to tell me that they have a problem. This all kind of started like because I had to write it down. It started like 2 weeks ago when like I was chilling with friends and they're like, one of them jokingly said that that they like the old me better, and like I jokingly responded like, yeah, me too, because like I had a lot less going on. I wasn't stressing myself out about really anything, but that's like back when I was in high school and stuff like that. Like towards the end of high school, my senior year was relatively relaxed and easygoing. My bad if I'm not looking at the camera. Where I'm at, there's like a tennis match going like right in front of me, and I have no clue who's winning, so I'm sorry if I've been talking and looking at that. I don't mean to. But yeah, but then like literally the day after that, no, it was like a few days after that, I had a dream. It was like a real quick dream, like a flash in the pan dream, but it was like very vivid. And then that triggered something. And then later in the week, like a day or two later, I saw like a post on social media, and like it had me thinking, and I was like, what if? And then I was like, wait, the if doesn't matter? Like I hate cliche stuff. It like inspired me to like write about something. And as I was writing it, like I started to cry a little bit for like a couple minutes. Like, it was weird. It came out of nowhere. And then like after, like I started to just piece things together, because lately I've also been listening to Boogie's new album and Black's new album. So, like, literally for like the past like few weeks, I've listened to those albums the most out of anything else on my phone, with the exceptions of songs by Mac Miller off of his album Swimming, and this one other artist named Javon. Like, he's real dope, and like, I find myself relating to like a lot of his songs for a lot of different reasons. One of you guys that follows me, that I actually consider myself to be friends with, had a conversation with them, and then everything really started to click. And ever since then, literally these past 2 weeks, I have been putting a lot of things together. If any of you saw my story, I asked if there was like a good sort of like anxious feeling, and that's what I felt literally for like a whole weekend. And I just started writing, and pretty much came up with a bunch of ideas to make them into videos. So that's what I've been working on, and like I said earlier, they're personal. Like, they're going to be my personal take on things, but they're not going to be exactly like this. They're going to be a bit more cinematic and set up and sort of like narrative storytelling, but I'm narrating my own perspective almost in a third person like manner, but it's about me. Like, it's my legit thoughts. This isn't anything. Like, I think for somebody who's 23, my perspective is pretty widespread. I already know some of it's going to come off really dark and probably sad, because that has been the past 5 years for just like things that I wanted to have happen, and like they didn't, or like I put too much into something or not enough, or rushed into something. Like, it was a whole bunch of things just started coming together for me. And like, only one thing recently, like very recently, has given me a bit more optimism about things. Not to say that I won't be still struggling, I would just be struggling a lot less. If not everything is done yet, I'm literally only one thing has to get done, and then I just have to wait a little bit, and then it goes from there. That's why I wanted to come out and make this video. Also, like, y'all know how I make videos in my car. I didn't have my car for like a week and a half because I had to put it in the shop. They ordered the wrong part, and I had to reschedule my appointment. I just got my car back yesterday, and like, it's been a very weird, inconvenient week, or inconvenient past 9-ish days. I just wanted to make this video as like a warning, a heads up. Like, don't freak out. Like, if you want to talk to me about anything, if like you can relate with any of my future content that comes out, like, I gladly will. You can either DM me on Instagram or just leave a comment. That's it. You'll see the changes. I'm not even gonna say you'll see the changes. You'll notice if you really follow me. You'll notice the changes and stuff like that. It's just a lot's been on my mind lately, just because, like, when you start putting together like pieces of why you respond to things a certain way, or like how you internalize things, it starts to click real fast. So I haven't really been rushing to make anything, because I knew I had to put things together. I had to write them down. I had to start actually practicing the things that I wanted to do. And the past 2.5 weeks since I dropped my last video on this channel is exactly what I've been doing. So in the coming months, you'll start to see it regularly. And that will be sort of the theme for the rest of the year, because my channel, it's called It's Aaron for a reason. So I figured I might as well just, y'all are about to get to know me. So that's it. Subscribe if you want. Leave a thumbs up. Comment. Leave a thumbs up. Just like it. Like, you know where the buttons are at. Notification bell. If that pops up for you, because I know that's still like not on everybody's channel, click that if you're a super fan. I appreciate the love any way you want to show it. So stay tuned, I guess.